Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy 20... It's going to say 2019, but happy 2020. And as you saw by the thumbnail, in today's video I have a very large box with all of my favorite makeup of 2019. If you are new here, then hi, I'm Joanna and I do all kinds of makeup and beauty videos, so consider subscribing. But if you want to know what my favorite makeup of 2019 was, then just keep on watching. So I'm going to start kind of in product categories, and I'm going to start from the base to the final product that you would normally use. So I'm starting with primer. The first one was the NYX Pore Filler Primer, and I really loved this one this year. And this is a very good primer if you have enlarged pores. And this is the one that I'm wearing today. I only used a little bit in this area and a little bit here and here. And this gives you a very smooth base. It feels super soft on the skin and kind of evens the texture. So I really liked this one. And when I said this year, I meant last year. I'm still kind of confused. And the other primer that really stood out is actually a primer spray and a setting spray. It's the Kiko Prime and Fix Refreshing Mist, and this one is very nice. It's a hydrating base when you spray it on the face, and this is kind of more of a dewy setting spray. So this one is a favorite primer and also favorite setting spray, and I used this one to set this look. You do need to shake it very well and use it a little bit far away because it has kind of a, I don't want to say glitter, but it feels a little bit too sparkly on the face. But if you press a beauty blender on top, it definitely goes away. And I do really like this finish. It will probably not suit everyone, but I really loved it. And I will leave all of the products linked in the description box in case you want to get anything. And as I did this one now next to primers, I'm also going to do setting sprays and get this out of the way, because I have another setting spray that was already on my last year's makeup favorites. That is the Primark Fix and Perfect. And as this one says on the bottle, it's weightless and invisible, and this works wonderfully if you are feeling a little bit powdery. You just spray it. It has a very fine mist, and this was like €4. It's super affordable. I definitely love it. I feel like it prolongs the wear of the makeup, and it is not very matte finish, but is slightly matte finish. So I am trying to finish this one. It's like right about here maybe. So I am going to try and finish this one early this year. Now for concealer, I have one that I really used a lot. That is the Revolution Conceal and Define. And I have mine in the shade C4, that is kind of more pink tone, and I also have it in the shade C6, that is more neutral, and this one is almost finished. This one still has a little bit more, and I used these a lot, and I am definitely going to repurchase C6. This one is a little bit more pink, and I do prefer to have a more neutral base. But basically these are full coverage, they do last very well, they don't crease much if you have fine lines under your eyes. So yeah, this is definitely a must-have product. And actually I might buy the big size of this. Then for foundation, I have something that is a foundation and concealer. That is the Kiko Full Coverage 2-in-1 Foundation and Concealer, as I mentioned. And mine is in the shade Warm Beige 30, and this is one of those foundations with a doe foot applicator. and this is the foundation that I'm wearing today. And actually I am wearing at least one product from each category, and this look was my Christmas makeup. So if you'd like to see a full tutorial with my favorites, I'll leave it up on the cards. And this foundation has a full coverage, as it says, and it wears very well. Now I am getting a little bit more pale now that we are in winter, and this is getting a little bit too dark for me, but I can still get away with it. And I definitely love this one. It works very well as a concealer. Like if you just want to get a little bit coverage on a few spots, blend it and set it. This one works very well for that too. And this is the only foundation that really stood out in 2019. But I do have something else that I didn't know where to put it, either foundation or powder, because it's a powder foundation. That is this one from the Kiko Gold Waves collection. It looks like this, comes with a little sponge that I don't really use, and also with a mirror. And this one works very well as both a powder and a foundation, especially in the summer. This was from the 2018 summer collection, but they did have something very similar in 2019. And I really do love to wear this one, especially on the summer, or kind of in those days that I just want a little bit of coverage. This one is very good. And then for powder, I was going to mention one, but actually I want to give you a pressed powder option and also a loose powder option. So the pressed powder was this one from Kiko. This is the Matte Fusion pressed powder. Mine is in the shade 02. And this is the one that I'm wearing today. And this one has a little bit of a color, but I do like that on the powder sometimes, not always, but I do like it. And this looks very nice on the skin. Also, I always love Kiko packaging, either these or these. It feels very elegant. And the option for loose powder is a translucent loose powder, and it's actually also from Kiko, and this video is absolutely not sponsored. I just really love the brand. That is the Invisible Touch Face Fixing Powder, and it comes in this packaging. It also comes with a little puff, and this is very, very finely milled. It does give you a little bit of a flashback, but most people don't take flash photos, I guess. And this leaves your skin feeling kind of airbrushed, super, super soft, and it does prolong the wear of your makeup a lot. I am also trying a different loose powder that is very similar to this one, but I still want to test it a little bit more, and I did start to use it very late in 2019. So this was my favorite loose powder of 2019. For bronzer, I only have one favorite that is, again, the same favorite from last year. That is this one from the Kiko Gold Waves collection. That is a baked bronzer, and it looks like this. It's one of those marble-like bronzers. And I really love the way that this looks on the skin. It blends very well, it smells amazing. I really love this one. It does come with a lot of product, so this will last you a very long time. And I feel like both for summer and for winter, this one is the shade 01. I think it was the lightest shade, but it works very well for me. And even though this one was from a limited edition, they do tend to have very similar bronzers in new limited edition collections. So if you are curious, definitely grab one of these. Now, in 2019, I definitely felt a little bit more comfortable wearing blush, and I have two favorite blushes of the year. The first was this one from the Lip Milots collection from Kiko. That is a heart-shaped blush. This is super cute. And this is the one that I'm wearing today. It is a kind of coral blush with a little bit of a gold shimmer. It also blends very beautifully on the skin, and this is one of my favorite blush shades that I have. And then the other one is also a blush with shimmer, and I kind of really like that. It's one of the I Heart Revolution blushing hearts, and it looks like this. This is a pink one in the shade Bursting with Love. And I really love to mix the three shades together, or using these two as blush and then using this one as highlighter. This is very pigmented and it's definitely shimmery, but I really love this one. And then in terms of highlighters, Revolution is definitely a brand to go to, and last year I mentioned the Soft X Revolution highlighter palette, and it's still my favorite in 2019. This is the one that I'm wearing today. That is this second shade that already has kind of a dent in it, and I really love all of the shades. I don't use this one as much because it's a little bit dark for me, but this one looks a little bit dark on the pen. I can still use it, especially on the summer. This one is very fun for more colorful looks, and these four shades are absolutely beautiful. And then I discovered a new product from Revolution in terms of highlighter that I absolutely loved. That is the Revolution Reloaded highlighter, and this one is in the shade Just My Type, and it looks like this. The packaging is super simple and the price is very good. I think it's €4, and this one definitely deserves a swatch. This is really beautiful, and I actually might want to get at least one more of these. So this one was a really nice surprise this year. Okay, so those are all base products. Now, starting with eyes and starting with brows. I did use a lot of different brow products this year, but I did try two new products that really impressed me. The first one was the L'Oreal Unbelievable Brow Gel. And if you want super long wearing eyebrows, this one is definitely the go-to product. This is kind of a mix between a brow gel and a pomade, and it also comes with a brush. It's kind of a small one, but it looks like this. So it's got a spoolie and an angled brush. So this is perfect to apply it. You can really do precise lines with the brush and then fan it out with the spoolie, and this does give you very not going to budge for nothing brows, and I really loved it. And the other one is a super cheap find from LIDL. It was the Cien Brow Perfect brush and pen, and I am wearing this one on my brows today. And this one, as the name says, it's got a retractable pencil and also a little spoolie. This is super practical and I love the texture of it. It's a little bit waxy, but I kind of like that. And this one was from a collection from LIDL that sounds very familiar. It looks a lot like Benefit, and I did try all of the products. I'll leave the video up on the cards. This was a very surprising, great find. I think it was like €1.29 for each product. In terms of eyeshadow, as a base, I used a lot the Revolution Concealer Define, and I also used the Kiko Neutral Eye Base. That is the one that I used for eyeshadow base today, and I really love it. And this one was already on my 2018 favorites. It's still very full because I vary between products. but I still really love it and I'm going to continue and use it and finish it. And for eyeshadow palettes, I did use a lot of them. I tried a lot of them and I couldn't exactly put all of them in this video, so I picked 3 that were the palettes that either I used a lot or that really surprised me, or both. The first one I tested a little bit earlier in the year. That is the You Can Be Belonging eyeshadow palette. That is a dupe of the Urban Decay Born to Run. It also comes with a very nice mirror, and these shadows are super pigmented and blend very well. And just like the Urban Decay palette, this one is amazing to travel because you get a lot of everything. There's so much that you can do with this, and you can do very simple looks, very complex looks. So I definitely love to take this one with me when I travel. It's also very compact and slim, and the mirror is very nice to do your makeup. The next palette definitely impressed me and I really love it. It was the Revolution X Carmi Make Magic palette. And to start, I absolutely love the packaging of this. It comes with a very good mirror. The shade names are printed on the palette. You don't have one of those plastic things that I always keep losing or that I just throw away. And then it's very, very colorful. I absolutely love that. There's a lot of different looks that you can do with it. And then this top row has a really amazing formula. Like, for example, the blue and the... let's watch this one and this one. These shades are incredible. And this last one is a duochrome. These look absolutely stunning, so I really loved this palette. So this top row is very unique. It is a very different formula and I didn't have anything like this. They are very good on its own and also as topper shades. So this palette, I really loved it. And then the other palette that I absolutely loved, it was kind of a late 2019 product and you can probably guess what it is, but I definitely had to include it. It was the Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star Conspiracy palette. That is the one that I'm wearing. This is my first product from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and you can probably guess from the eyeshadow palette selection that I really like different and colorful palettes, and this one is very versatile. I have done my review, my Christmas look, my New Year's Eve look, and also a video doing 3 completely different looks with this one. I will leave it up on the cards. And from that you can see that this palette is very versatile. It also has a very good mirror and I absolutely loved it. I definitely want to get more things from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, but I still have to wait a little bit. But this one was definitely a good option to be the first product from the brand, and I absolutely love the packaging of this. Now I also have some eyeliner products. My favorite eyeliner pencil was and is the Kiko Everlasting Kajal. This is super smooth and very intense black, and I absolutely can't live without it. And the other eyeliners are pen eyeliners. The first one is the Kiko Lip Milots eyeliner and stamp. So this one was from the Valentine's Day collection and it has a little heart stamp. And then on the other side you have a felt tip pen, and this felt tip is very, very pigmented and it does give a very nice control, but it's not the one that I'm wearing today. The one that I'm wearing today is the NYX Epic Ink Liner, and This one is actually a very fine brush tip pen, and this is actually a dupe for the Kat Von D tattoo liner, I think. And some people say this one is better, and I definitely love it. It's very easy to use and it's very black. For mascara, I have two favorites. The first one is the Kiko Standout Volume Buildable Mascara. And this one, as the name says, it's buildable, but this one gives a lot of volume and definition. It gives a very wispy eyelash and it almost looks a little bit like false lashes. It's got a plastic wand that is kind of twisted. I don't know if you'll be able to see. And this is definitely one of my favorite mascaras still at the moment. And my other favorite is the L'Oreal Paradise Ecstatic, both the normal and the waterproof version. And these mascaras are actually the same favorites as last year, but now I did get the waterproof version and it's just as good as this one. It's very volumizing, and today I'm wearing this one. So it does give a lot of volume, and this one is kind of almost finished, I think. But the waterproof is just as good. And finally, for lips, I picked three. I did use a lot of different ones, and I also used some glosses and bullet lipsticks, but I picked three liquid lipsticks. The first one that I'm wearing today is the Revolution Matte Lipstick in the shade Chauffeur. That, as you can see, is a very nude shade, and this one dries matte but is very comfortable on the lips and is very long lasting. Actually, all of these that I'm going to mention are very long lasting and they are all matte, but I definitely loved this one. It's one of my favorite nude shades. Another favorite was the Kiko Instant Color Matte, and specifically in the shade 09, that is this mauve color, and this one has a very special doe foot applicator. It's got kind of a diamond shape, so it picks up the product very well and it's very easy to apply, and I definitely love to see myself with this one. It's more of a cool toned lipstick, but I think it suits me very well. And just as the other one, it's very long lasting, feels very nice on the lips. And the final favorite product of 2019 was the Sephora Cream Lip Stain in the shade 01. This one, I think it's called Always Red, and it's a true red lipstick. It's a beautiful red lipstick, and I think a red lipstick is a must-have in any makeup collection. You can pair a red lipstick with practically everything, and I did choose this one to wear on my wedding in June, so I'll have to save it a little bit or I'll have to buy another one by then. And this one was my favorite red lipstick. Okay, and so these were all of my favorite products of 2019, and again, I'll leave everything linked in the description box, probably except for the Primark setting spray because they don't have an online shop, but go check it out in the description box. And if you like this video, then don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below what were some of your favorite products of 2019. And if you like to see more videos like this, and if you haven't already, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel. On my next video, I'm going to have some channel updates and also some plans for 2020, so you'll definitely want to watch it. And that is everything for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!